Hello, hello. Welcome to Soul Whispers. This is a soul led message, which means if it doesn't resonate deep inside, leave it for the soul that it is meant to find. May love hold you, may truth guide you, and may you be released from whatever isn't yours to carry. And so it is. All right, my friends, let's dive in. Okay. What does your soul want you to focus on? What does your soul want you to focus on? Ooh, the source. There seems to be with this one that there's some new passion, there's some new goal that has recently come in, and your soul is wanting you to really focus on that. All right, let's see what brought you to this message. We've got maturity, which is interesting. Which is the Ace of Pentacles. So again, there's something new that you started, and the reason your soul wants you to focus on growing that inspiration, right? We're at the Ace of Wands, so we want to move forward with this goal, with this ambition. And so I feel like this is why we're brought to this. And I think it's because whatever you've started wants to be brought to maturity. All right, let's see where your soul is guiding you. What direction is opening up for this collective? We have possibilities. So this is the Two of Wands. All right, so that's just funny because it's like, well, obviously that is the next step after the inspiration comes in. It's like, okay, what are we gonna do with it? And I think this is why that's partly why your soul's brought you here. It's like, well, what are the steps now? What do we do with this goal that we've um, reached, or pardon, the goal that has come in to our consciousness to want to be um, played out, if you will. Okay, and then we have the eight, which is courage in the major arcana. So I think you may not think it's possible, but it's showing me, like, with this specific card, like this is growing through the cracks. So it's like something that you think that you aren't going to be able to do, you will be able to do. You will find your way through. So I do think that this might be a little bit more difficult, whatever you've set out on, or you may feel like it's a little bit more difficult, but the guidance here is that you're going to have the strength to get through this. All right, let's see what's already supporting you um, with this new goal that you have. What's supporting you? We have sharing. We have the Queen of Wands. Oh, there's a card behind there. And playfulness. Interesting. A lot of fire here. Uh, So I feel like with this playfulness, it's like the inner child part of you, or that creative spark within you, that is on board. So that just helps. And then with the whole sharing, it's like this is the Queen of Wands. It's like I feel like these are two that work in tandem. You have your inner child who can go and go and go and go, and but then you also have the mother who's like, okay, it's time to come in and rest, right? Sometimes we have to take care of our spark by giving back to ourselves in order to keep that fire going. And this is telling me you've already grounded that in. So this is, whether you know it or not, this is already working in your favor, because it looks like that creative side of you is already on board, and you have that motherly instinct to know how to keep this fire going, keep this spark going. All right, let's see what's coming in to support you further. Oh, we have the Four of Wands. Typically, the Four of Wands is like for me, it represents a completion. And a coming home. I think this is like okay, I'm getting the sense with this that you're going to have other people come in and help carry this spark with you. Now, I don't know if it's exactly like working on it, but what I'm feeling here is like you're going to get more inspiration from other places. But it's all feeding back into you, into your own goal. But I do feel like there is some outside motivation that is, or outside influence that's going to be coming in to assist you. And again, it doesn't give me the thing of like long term, like this person's always going to be there, but just that they give you a little something to continue going. All right, let's see what clarifies this goal for you. What clarifies this goal? What clarifies this goal for you? The choice. So you have the Two of Swords, which is like the choice to do it. So you might be teetering on, do I want to do this or not? And this would be your confirmation, because once you choose to go down that road, then everything else will fall into place as far as clarity goes. You'll see more and get more clarity once you actually make the choice. But it does require that the choice is made and you proceed with it. All right, let's see what choice unlocks this goal. I feel like we already did that, said that, but we have ripeness. So the Nine of Pentacles. It feels like seeing this as your way to independence is going to be the key that unlocks this. If you can see this choice as this is the thing that is going to lead me to this fruitfulness, to this ripeness, to this independence, it's going to unlock your goal. I think it would make sense, because that would give you so much more motivation it's like if you know that this is going to be the thing, it's going to unlock something for you. I do feel like, with that being said, I'm pulled to say it may not even be this particular choice, but this particular choice leads to that later one down the road. So there is but it also could be, so for some of you it could be literally this choice is what gets you there, or this choice leads to the next, which then leads you to that independent. Like typically the Nine of Pentacles is talking about independent wealth and you being able to sustain yourself completely on your own. All right, let's see what wants to flow through this goal. All right, I'm going to take that guy on top. So many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fire elements. We have the Creator. There's something that really wants to come out of you, and it feels like it's your life force energy. It feels like it's a specific skill that only you have. It's like this feels like it's something within your DNA, like that was seeded in you from the time that you were born, and it wants to come out. So whatever it is that whatever goal this was that has come up for you, or whatever this inspiration is, it feels like it is very connected to your like soul's journey, so to speak. All right. And then lastly, let's see what step anchors the soul focus. What step will anchor this goal? What next step will anchor this goal? You have tuning in. That's interesting. 'Cause typically, you think of the pentacles or the earth energy as like something to do, and with this, you are still choosing to go inward. However, I feel like there's almost an inner vision for you to see with this specific goal, but you're being asked to turn inward and see within yourself. It's like that inner vision. See where this can go, allow that to lead you. Know that you have the strength, the endurance to get there. It feels like it is going to require a plan, but it's just once you look within yourself, you can aim at what it is that you want to do. And I feel like tuning into what you want to do will give you that next step. It's going to anchor it in for you, like, oh, this is exactly what I need to do. This is really interesting because this Four of Cups is so different than the other Four of Cups. Typically, a Four of Cups is in other suits is you not seeing the opportunity that's being offered to you, or in a sense, sometimes I feel like it's that opportunity isn't necessarily what you want, and you're actually waiting for something more aligned. And so I feel like that's you going within yourself here, tuning into what is the most aligned next step for you to take, in order to reach this goal, or to even not reach. It feels like just to begin it, because it starts with a beginning, and everything else is showing me how amazing this will go if you keep working with it, because there's so much, I don't know, there's just so much power behind this specific goal that you have. Alrighty, my friends, that is what I have for you. If this Soul Whisper supported you and you'd like to give back, my Venmo and PayPal are in the description. And I will see you in the next whisper.